everyone, it's Kristina. Welcome to my channel. I have a fall DIY that I am doing today. I would really love it if you stick around and check it out, see how I made it. And if at the end of it you like it, I'd love it if you like the video, share, subscribe to my channel, and let's get to it. Here I go. This is my last fall video of 2024. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to build a platform. So what I need to do is I'm going to build a little pedestal, and this is a Dollar Tree wood plank, and these are 2 squares that I got from Dollar Tree, and then the little blocks and 2 tumbling tower blocks or Jenga blocks. So what I'm going to do is I am going to first put legs on my pedestal here, and I am going to put some E6000 on here. And then I am going to take my hot glue so I can get a quick hold. And those are going to go on my planks in the corner here. So I'm going to put one in each corner. Just like this. Okay, so I have that little pedestal built, and then I am going to take these planks here and I'm going to try to split the difference, and this is going to get glued to this stand. This little piece of wood is not big enough, so I need it to be bigger, so that's why I am doing this. Alright, so I'm going to just take some E6000. I should probably be using wood glue, but of course, you know, I'm in a hurry to get this done, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the E6000 and some hot glue, and then that is going to get stuck hopefully somewhat in the middle here. I'm just kind of eyeing it up. I'm hoping I'm getting it centered. Okay, and then this is my little platform, which I am going to be using. But first of all, before I use my little platform, I need to paint it. And I am going to take my Java colored chalk paint and put a coat of paint of that on here. So I'm just going to paint pretty much the whole thing. I'm probably going to do underneath too, but I'm going to do the top. Yeah, I'm going to just coat the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. And then I'm also going to paint these 2 Jenga blocks that color. And I think that's it for right about now. Okay, so I have that painted. Now I have these acorns that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to give those a coat of that Java paint also. So I'm going to set this stuff aside right now, and what my plan is I'm going to be using a plaque. Now I have these 2, and I was trying to decide which one I want. I got both of these from Dollar Tree, and I think that I'm going to use this one, but you can really use any plaque that you want, any type of pumpkin, because this is basically a pumpkin project. So you could just grab one from Dollar Tree as long as you can find this other stuff, or even just make your own pedestal the way you want it. So I am going to use this one, but I don't like this. I don't like the paper. I don't like the orange, so I want to get rid of that. So I am going to try very hard to pry my pumpkin off of this paper here, or off of the paper. I'm going to try to pry these 2 pumpkins apart because I want to switch this out. It's probably glued on there pretty good. I'm trying not to completely wreck it, but it's okay, I guess, if I do, because I'm going to be using some paper on there. Let me just... Oh, that is glued on there good. Why am I afraid that I'm going to wreck this? Let's see. what if, I'm totally gonna wreck my little spatula, I know it. What I should do is probably get some heat on it to loosen up that glue in there. Might have to get something a little bit stronger inside of here. This might be interesting. So I have a butter knife and I have a steak knife. First I'm gonna try the butter knife. Oh, that's coming a little bit easier. Okay, so I couldn't get the paper off in one piece, but that's okay. It's gonna be fine. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna peel the rest of this paper off of here. Hopefully it comes up somewhat decent. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. Now that I have most of that peeled off, I'm not worried about that little extra paper on there because I am going to be using some cardstock to cover this. And this is pretty thick, so I don't think you're going to even notice any of those bumps or anything in there. So I am going to get this covered with Mod Podge. Yeah, this Mod Podge is old. It's a little chunky. I'll just try to take the chunks out. I do have a new bottle, but I was trying to use this up first. So I'm giving it a very generous amount of Mod Podge. Because this cardboard stuff is gonna soak it right up. Or MDF board, or whatever it is. Cardboard. I think MDF board is cardboard. If you know, leave it in the comments, let me know. I'm sure I could just look it up, but... All right, I'm getting this, trying to get it all to the edges. I know, look, this looks like a hot mess right now. Get some chunks out of there. Got lots of chunkies in there. Okay, I think I have it pretty good here. Alright, then I am going to stick my paper and hopefully do it straight because I do everything crooked. Alright, and then I am going to press this on here and then I am going to have to wait for that to dry. I'm just pushing really firmly all the way around it. I probably should have cut my paper out and not left it one big sheet, but all right, I'm gonna set this down over here. And then this is the other paper that I picked out, and that's gonna be for this pumpkin. Now, I am gonna go ahead right now, and I'm gonna cut a piece out so it's not so big. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing here. I don't know, I'm more of like for fall, I'm just not into orange and yellow. They're just not my favorite colors. So I always try to do like browns, and I do like a bluish green color too for fall. If you ever watch any of my past videos. I also like to do dark colors like blacks and grays. Alright, so getting this all covered with my Mod Podge. Making sure I get to the ends. That's always my problem when I do this. I never get fully to the ends and then the ends don't stick. Alright, and then stick this on there. Okay, I am going to wait for these to dry, and then I'm probably going to take my X-Acto knife and cut these out, I'm thinking. Okay, It's probably not 100% dry, but I'm gonna go ahead and try cutting this. So I just did a new blade on my X-Acto knife, so I'm hoping this is gonna cut decent. Oh, looks like it's cutting pretty good. Let's see. Well, that's a pretty decent cut. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that one cut out, and then I'm gonna cut this one out also, which, if you notice, I did not stick that on the paper straight, so we'll see how that one looks. I mean, it's kind of a different pattern, so I think it might be okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and get them cut out. Okay, so I got them done. I think they look pretty good, but I don't like the edges. I should have painted those before I Mod Podged on my paper. So I am right now just kind of putting a little coat of this Java color paint on the sides, and it is kind of getting on the outside a little bit. I mean, it's not like clean, but yeah, what I should have done is I should have painted it first. I should have known better. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one done, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put all this together. Okay, so since I had to paint the sides, I got a little bit of paint on the outsides of the pumpkins. So what I'm gonna do is I have this, a Distress ink. What is that? Jim Holtz, I think it's called. And I am gonna take this vintage photo that I have, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go around the edges, because if you look, you can still see white from the paper. So I am going to take my vintage photo and just kind of go along the outsides of my pumpkin here. Just kind of blend it all in. Well, that's not sticking very good. I think I might have used this one a little too much. Let's just go like this. I wanted a nice clean look, but obviously I kind of messed that one up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go around the edges, and then I'm gonna do the other one too. It's gonna give it a little bit dimension, so it's not that bad. And then I'll take care of the white and kind of blend in the brown on there too. Okay, I don't know about this, but I'm thinking this is almost like a happy mistake, because I think it's actually looking pretty nice. So I'm just taking the Distress ink, and I just kind of went on the front or in the middle too. Kind of darkened it up and distressed it. I don't know, I think they're looking like way better than what I thought they were gonna look. So I am just about finished with this. Okay, I am gonna put this together now, and I am going to stick some hot glue on my pumpkin here, and then hopefully get this back to where it was originally. I'm just gonna guess about there. I want to make sure that it sits good. I think those pumpkins look really cute. I really like that. They turned out way better than I thought they were going to. Okay, then what I want to do is I'm going to put these on my platform, but I want them elevated a little bit. So I am going to take my little blocks that I have here, and I am going to attach them to my platform. Like that. All right, and then I am going to take a little bit of E6000 and put that in a couple spots on my pumpkin here, on this bottom part where it's going to sit, and then also some hot glue. And then I'm going to place that on my Jenga blocks. All right, I'm going to wait for that to dry, and then I'm going to start putting the rest of this together. Okay, now it's time to make a mess. I have my Spanish moss out, and I am going to put that around the bottom of my platform. So I'm gonna start pulling this out and cutting sections off, because the Spanish moss that I got from Amazon, it has like these strings in there, and I don't know, it's really weird. So it's like it pulls apart really, really hard. Oh, this is going to be so messy. I'm going to have quite the mess to clean up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my Spanish moss on here. I'm going to go all the way around the platform. Okay, I have the Spanish moss on there. Now I'm just going to kind of shake it to get any loose stuff off of there. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and just a slight little trim around the edges. I want it hanging off, but not like hanging all the way off. I didn't put as much in the back. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess, and then I'm gonna finish this project up. It is time to finish this up. So, I took some of this floral garden burlap trim and I made a little bow, and I'm gonna put that up on my pumpkin. If you remember, there's a raffia bow up there, but I think this one's gonna look way better. Okay, and then I have this kind of arranged where I want it. So I'm just gonna hot glue these on here. I have some pine cones and some acorns on here. So I'm just gonna kind of glue them in to keep them hopefully in place. I only had a couple pine cones and they were all pretty looking like they were in rough shape. So I'm just putting the best sides up right now. I was going to put these pumpkins on here, but I don't know, I just think it took away from the bigger pumpkins. And then I had these, which I thought about incorporating in there, but I just don't think that looks good either. So I am just gonna go ahead and go with what I have here. And I think this is gonna be enough. I don't want to put too much on there. Oh geez, look at that sucker, got away from me. And I used all the acorns. I did painted 4 of the acorns and I used all of them. I don't know, I think that's good. I don't know, maybe it needed a pop of color. Maybe I should put that on there. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I'm thinking to keep it all like neutral colors. I think it looks really nice like that. So yeah, that's it. It's finished. Hopefully I can get some nice pictures of it, but I think it turned out really cute. I really love the way those pumpkins turned out. I'm not exactly 100% sure about the base here. I wish I would have had some like real acorns to put on there. I think that would have looked way better. But I just basically used what I already had bought at Dollar Tree. I didn't buy anything new this year for fall. I have just been using what I have in my stash, trying to use everything up. So that's it. I am finished. I just want to say I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you stuck around to the end. If you did, leave a pumpkin emoji in the comments, and then I'll know that you watched it and enjoyed it. And thank you so much. And I would love it if you like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel. And take care. Have a good night. Bye.